Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today I got you a little special treat because earlier today on the PTU 311-1 they have teased us a little bit. They decided to put this ship right here out in Evocati hands so the rest of us could experience it through them. Not the ship I'm flying, but the ship I'm going down to see. As you can guess, it's finally here. The Crusader Mercury Star Runner. Many of you have been waiting on this ship for a long time now, ever since they announced the concept of it. As you can see, it's got the asymmetrical design. It looks cool on the outside, but it really looks cool on the inside as well. I'm sure Morphologist will have a lot to say about the inside in one of his videos because it doesn't allow for a lot of privacy on here. But it's a very cool looking ship, both inside and out, and I can't wait to show you inside this one. No, I'm not an Evocati member. I just got on the PTU, and a couple people said where they knew there were some Mercury Star Runners. This one was out of hydrogen fuel, so somebody's been parading this one all around the system. They parked it here on Microtech, and anybody could come jump on it. Now, it did not have the landing gear down when I got on it here, so that was one of my missions, was to be able to get the landing gear down, because the thing is incredibly unstable. You couldn't get on the ramp unless you kind of did what I did, which I had my Pisces, and I just hovered above it and lowered the ramp and just kind of jumped down on top of it. So there's all these little trap doors here that make things very interesting as far as, levels and stuff. Now, I assume there's supposed to be some way to pick yourself up and jump up there, a ladder, something. Didn't have that here. I looked and looked and looked. For some reason, I couldn't interact. I also was trying to move slow down in these little vents here, this little, I guess, secret compartment, and I wasn't allowed to move at a slower rate. I was moving at this very fast rate the entire time. But it's very extensive little catacombs of the ship, if you will. I love that they have these light switches all throughout the ship. That's something that all the ships have been kind of missing out on, is being able to turn the lights on and off. And they've got it here. These doors, this is really nice. The way that they've made these panels, you can lock them, you can open them, close them. Really cool. Somebody has gone through the trouble of putting cargo on this ship as well, so definitely it will hold some cargo, and it looks like it holds a decent amount. I think it holds about the same amount as Iconi, Andromeda, so it's around, what, 90 or so cargo units, give or take. This thing will also come equipped with lots of guns, lots of Panther repeaters. All the components themselves are Class C. The rest of it, like the guns, are all Panther repeaters. Even in the turrets, which it has 2 turrets that each have 2 Panther repeaters, and then the pilot, I believe, has 2 or 4 Panther repeaters he can control as well. As you can see, this is a support seat, so it's probably more for the data storage side of the gameplay that this ship provides. Then you have the turrets here to the right. Interesting layout for the turrets. As you will see, the one on the right here goes to the turret down below the ship. Not too bad. Looks cool. Unfortunately, the landing gear is not down, so this turret is all the way up against the ground here, and there's some issues, you might say. I wish this was in the sun so you guys could get a better look at the ship. I do apologize. Again, this is just one that I was able to find. It's not mine. I do own a Mercury Star Runner, and I will have a different skin on it, but we cannot spawn them in the game yet. Only Evocati can spawn them. So if you get on the test server, which I think it's only open to Wave 1 at the moment, but if you can get on there, you're gonna have to find an Evocati member to spawn this thing for you. Now, they're supposed to. They want people going inside and out of this thing, finding all the bugs that they possibly can. I know that one guy on this particular server was having an issue on the couch, which I will show you here in a few moments. I won't sit down, but he was having a problem trying to get up from the couch. So yeah, there are still some bugs. So don't expect perfection, but this thing does look really sharp. I really like the way this ship looks. This Crusader, I guess, design language is quite interesting. Now it does show a little bit of Anvil and a little bit of Aegis, if you ask me, in the corridor design, because of the, I guess, shapes of the corridor. Some of the bulkheads look very familiar, and I mean, why not use some of the assets they've already made? You don't have to remake everything, you know, to make this happen. But it still looks and feels like a completely different manufacturer from Aegis or Anvil, if you ask me. It has a definite different feel. This is what Crusader's going to feel like, and it's definitely interesting. The design where all the corridors and everything go every which way, that is also an interesting element that I'm not certain I like yet. This is the quarters of the crew, and again, not much privacy here. I imagine those doors will shut so you can sleep in a coffin, but that's about the most amount of privacy you're going to have on board this ship. It's not a lot, guys. Definitely the chess pieces in the other room there could move about. That couch that was in there was where the guy got hung up. It's got a weapon rack right here next to the bridge. A lot of cool stuff about this ship that I do like. There's only a few things that I don't like. You know, like I said, the overall design of the ship, while I love the asymmetrical stuff, I love the way it looks inside, I just don't know about the use of space, as a morphologist would say. Maybe he will do a rundown of the ship, I'm sure he will, and he will probably love it or hate it. I don't know. I wouldn't say hate. Morphologist doesn't hate things other than the Starfarer, but I'm sure he will question some of the use of space in this ship. Again, it's kind of roomy compared to some other ships that feel very enclosed and you feel kind of claustrophobic. This ship feels a little roomy. As you can see, I was able to put the landing gear down. It has a 3-point landing gear, so you will tilt over to the right and over to the left if you're not careful. So make sure you try to land as balanced as possible. And of course, the ramp comes out the back. I'm not sure, well, I am sure you're not going to be able to do cargo and a rover at the same time in this ship. It looks like a rover is barely going to fit in the back. Again, when I get a chance to fly my own, I will experiment with it and let you guys know. But from right now, it does not look too promising for more than just a rover in there. What are you guys going to use your Mercury Star Runners for? I know many of you are planning on just using it for your everyday hauler. Some people might actually be into the data running aspect of the game. Of course, this one's supposed to be able to collect the data and then, you know, run it to wherever it needs to go and, you know, upload it to the client, I guess you could say. So it's supposed to be able to capture all sorts of different data, which we really don't have a whole lot on the data gameplay. I will say Inside Star Citizen came out today, and it had some in-depth mechanics for refining, and I will get into that on another video, maybe tomorrow. But I definitely wanted to get this out to you first. So this is the Mercury Star Runner from Crusader. What do you guys think? Are you liking the way it looks in game? Do you like the corridors, the way it looks inside? Do you like the catacombs beneath the ship, so to speak? What do you not like about it? Let me know in the comments down below. I would certainly appreciate any and all. And as you can see, it does have 4 Panther repeaters in the front that the pilot controls, which can be pretty nasty. You combine that with the turrets and you could have some heavy firepower in this little bitty ship. Again, they're only size 3s, but you know, a Saber has 4 size 3s. But again, you know, the ship could be a lot more. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it performs in a combat role, how it performs, you know, in just a cargo hauling role and all of that. So again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. What are you going to use this ship for? Do you have one? Do you want one? yeah, let me know. You know this thing's going to be on sale on the IAE, and this is going to be the belle of the ball. This is going to be the one that they really want to focus on, other than the new ships. So it should be quite interesting. You can see a little bit of glitchiness there with one of the guns. So yeah, I certainly do appreciate all you guys tuning in to watch my videos here lately. You guys are awesome. My last video did really well. Again, I didn't get to make a video last night. YouTube was kind of down. Yeah, excuses. But anyways, I'm trying to get one out as much as I possibly can, which is the goal is one every day. Sometimes I will fail in that. I do have a full-time job, so it can be a little difficult to get a video out on occasion. But I definitely appreciate all you guys tuning in. Thank you to all my Patreon and YouTube members. You guys are so awesome. You don't know how much you've helped me over the last few months. I can't say thank you enough. If you guys want to support the channel in that way, you can definitely join the Patreon and YouTube. That information is going to be in the description down below. Also, you can support the channel in another way. You can watch the video all the way through, watch the ads all the way through, click on the ads. That brings revenue into the channel. Even if you're not buying anything from the ads, all of that brings revenue into the channel. So I definitely appreciate that as well. You can also help me on the YouTube algorithm by clicking that like button and leaving me a comment. Those all help the channel out. So thank you so much for all of you who have put in the time and effort to do those things for me. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. With that, I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.